Earn your way in. What does that mean? In this episode, we're going to talk about the Dream 100 strategy, finding your customers, finding your clients, finding the people that you want to do business with and get involved in your life, in your business, and in your tribe, whatever you want to call it. Where do you find them? How do you find them? And how do you earn your way in? A lot of us, when we're first starting out, we have a lot more time and energy than we have money and financial resources. And there's a couple of ways you can get more people seeing your offerings. You can buy it, you can pay for ads, or you can earn eyeballs on your things by getting out there and participating. This is one of my favorite topics and favorite challenges. I listened to Russell's video, I listened to Julie's video. Of course, I haven't seen Steven yet because it's early. It's before Steven does his thing, so I'll watch that when he does it. But it's all about how do you approach people. And this is for more than just your Dream 100. How do you get your kids to do what you want them to? How do you get your spouse to do what you want them to, or your significant other? How do you get your business partners or anybody that you're involved with to do what you would like them to? And there's a right way to do it, ask, and there's a wrong way to ask. Just asking people to buy your stuff or asking people to be on your podcast. If I just came out and said, hey, do you want to be on my podcast? People would be like, yeah, no, what's in it for me? You have to always remember, whenever you're talking to anyone about anything, their biggest question in their mind is always, well, what's in it for me? Why should I do this? Why should I do this thing that you're asking me to do? Why should I volunteer for this committee? Well, it's going to make you feel good. Why should I be on your podcast? Why should people be on my podcast? Well, it gives them an opportunity and a platform to share what they're uniquely awesome at in the world with a whole bunch of people that are probably their ideal clients. I have an audience of business owners, and I'm moving it toward an audience of women business owners. So anybody who wants to get in front of, with their product or service, a bunch of women business owners, it would behoove them to want to be on my podcast. People have to know what's in it for them to do something. And Russell shares a really good example on his Marketing Secrets podcast. He went on a little bit of rant about when he came back from Kenya. Somebody had sent him a handwritten note that said, basically, be on my podcast. It's only going to be 7 minutes. That'd be awesome. Are you in? Well, that doesn't say anything about what's in it for Russell or me or anyone else to be on anybody else's platform. So you have to present everything, every idea, everything you want somebody to do for you in a way that makes sense to them. So, for example, I'm putting together this women's summit, and I was doing it as a part of this One Funnel Away, but now I'm doing something different. But as part of that women's summit, I'm thinking about, well, what's in it for the speakers that I'm going to invite to be a part of the summit? I'm already up to 21 speakers, and I haven't really invited anyone yet. I haven't invited anyone on my Dream 100 list. Yesterday, for my assignment, I was doing my Dream 100 list for the Women's Business Owners Summit. And I realized I've got a couple of those people already volunteered to be speakers, but it was just in a one-on-one conversation because I've been building a relationship with these women for months, and some of them for years, and some of the other women that I'll invite. And I don't expect the majority of them to say yes. I actually expect the vast majority of them to say no. Nope, this doesn't fit. This topic doesn't fit with me because the first topic is chosen. But I've already got in my mind the next 3 summits, but the next 2 after this first one picked out. And I know that some of my contacts and some of the women, the other topics are better for their unique gifts than what they do in the world than this first summit. The first summit's going to be all about customers. And then that might not be a good fit because they might not be able to find a twist or a hook to tie in what it is that they do and how that fits with the main focus and the main topic of customers for women business owners, for female entrepreneurs. And then that's fine because I've got 2 new topics coming up down the road. And if it goes like I think it's going to go, I think that it might be a regular thing. I think we might have quarterly virtual summits for women business owners that cover the key topics that are utmost of concern to female business owners. And it's really interesting because what I thought was my biggest concern and what I thought would be the biggest concern of other women business owners totally was not the number one concern. Customers were not my number one concern, say in my Italian food business, for example. And even in the real estate business, my ex-husband and I didn't realize it, but we were doing the Dream 100 strategy and using lumpy mail and all the things that they teach us in that strategy without even knowing that it had a name and it was actually a real thing. So, love this strategy. But the point is, if you don't want to advertise and pay for advertising to get in front of people, then your next best, and probably the best, and you should do it anyway, strategy is to earn your way in by getting to know people, picking people and building relationships and communicating with them. Buy, watch, consume their stuff. We talked about it yesterday. And be actively communicating and involved with them. And then when you see something that they're doing that really resonates with you and you know that you could contribute to them in a positive way, contact them and say, hey, I see that you're interested in this. I do this. I so would love to help you with your thing by offering you this product, this service, this, be on your podcast, write a blog post, whatever it is. But figure out a way to provide value and always be telling whoever you're contacting what's in it for them to be connected to you. That's it. I'm going to go out and do this today, some more today. I've been doing it over the last couple of weeks as I'm getting guests for my Women's Summit. And I'm going to do a lot more of it because I was going through my email yesterday and seeing all the amazing women business owners I have in there that I've been following, some of them for years. I mean, there's a couple I've been following for a decade that I've been on their email list and interacting with for a decade. And I would love to have one of them, even just one of them, be part of this summit because I love and respect them so much. I know that the women listening to the summit could get at least as much value out of hearing them speak and be a part of it as I have. That's it. Go out, make it a fantastic day. Oh, today was day 24 of the One Funnel Away Challenge, week 4, mission 3. So what can you do today to be of more value to people so that they want to help you too? All right. I'll see you tomorrow.